program, and if a person is interested in becoming involved with it now, how would he or she go about doing that, and what are some of the minimal requirements that he or she should have?
Okay, the person interested in our program must be a high school graduate or have their GED, type at least 20 words a minute. We do give them a typing test, also math and basic English. Once they pass our test, then we refer them to Job Service, JTPA, and they then determine whether the person is eligible for our program based on their economic status.
But a person should have a GED or the high school diploma in order to become a part of the program. Have you made provisions to administer the GED opportunity at OIC?
Well, we have had a GED class that was sponsored by Metro Board of Education. Now, for the clerical word processing course, these individuals must already have that before they can be accepted into that class.
And so, am I to understand you have various classes, different classes?
Right.
Well, what are some of the other classes, Ms. Cunningham, that you have?
Well, at the present time, the only other class we have is the GED program, and we don't give the test at OIC. We just have the preparation. I think there are only 2 agencies in Nashville where they can take the test, and that's Tennessee State and Metro Board of Education. I don't know if that's out there or at Hume Fall, one or the other, but they're the only 2 places where they can take the test. Now, during the summer, we will have a basic skills GED work experience program for youth. We have openings for 25 persons, ages 16 through 21. And we're interested in those persons in high school who may have made a low score or didn't pass the proficiency test and they need to upgrade their skills. We'll work with them to try to get them through that. And if we have persons who have already graduated from high school, yet their basic skills are keeping them from getting a job, then we'll work to upgrade their basic skills. So one component of the program will be upgrade of basic skills. The other part will be those persons who are working toward a GED. And they'll be in class for a certain number of hours during the week, and then they can work for a certain number of hours, and they will be paid for the work. So it's kind of a earn as you learn program.
And so this is a cooperative effort between OIC and various industries. Right.
Well, basically we place them at public and social service agencies during the summer. And we found that there are a lot less restrictions by placing them there, and they help to reinforce what we're trying to teach. Most of the social service agencies are also in the process of trying to help people, and they try to reinforce the things that we teach in our program. So we've been very successful in the past. They provide the job, they provide supervision, and we pay them.
You pay the participants.
Right.
Now, what about industry? You're paid through industry. How do you get your support for?
Well, we have some federal contracts. We have United Way funds, and we have volunteer contributions. We don't receive as much money from industry as we did because we are a United Way agency. But we are involved at the present time in a capital fund campaign where we are soliciting capital funds from business and industry.
But is there any restriction on the amount of money that you can receive from industry?
As a United Way agency, we are not asked to openly solicit. We're not supposed to openly solicit from the businesses. If they should just decide that they want to give us some money, that's all right, but we're not supposed to solicit.
Very good. Now, you mentioned your capital improvement fund drive that is currently underway. Perhaps you could tell us something about that fund drive.
All right. We've had problems over the years in terms of getting a permanent location. We've kind of been around Nashville, southeast, and now we're north. And a few years ago, we lost some of our federal funding. Our funding has always been kind of up and down, and we weren't able to maintain the building that we had in East Nashville. So Mr. Worthen, Bernard Worthen Jr. at Worthen Industries was gracious enough to house us in one of his warehouses. And although the program is working there, it's really not suitable, and it does not provide us with any room for expansion, and we do expect our program to grow. So we've been looking for the last 2 years to try to find a permanent location, and we finally worked out an agreement with Fisk University to renovate a building on the edge of the Fisk campus. It's at 16th and Meharry Boulevard, and it was formerly Burris Hall. And we have signed a 10-year rent-free lease in exchange for renovating the building. So we're now in the process of a capital funds campaign to get the money to renovate the building, and we also want to start a learning opportunity center. This way we can help those persons who don't qualify for the clerical program or the ones who need more basic help. We're really concerned about the basic education of so many of our Nashville people because they function at such low levels, youth and adult. And I think a lot of the recent statistics state that 34% of adults are illiterate. So we're really concerned about that. And many of our OICs have set up a learning center using a comprehensive competencies program. And with this program, it's completely computerized, and students can progress 3 to 4 times faster than they do in a traditional educational program. So we're really working very hard to get that set up. As soon as we get in our building, we place the order for the equipment, and as soon as we get in the building, we do hope to have it functional. And part of the capital funds will go to pay for the hardware and software. We're trying to raise $200,000.
$200,000.
Right. And while that's not a lot of money for Nashville and what some agencies raise, it is somewhat optimistic for us.
Very good. We're going to have to break for a minute here, Mrs. Cunningham, and we'll be back and talk about more about your fundraising activity after our pause for Black Profile.